Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Nathan and welcome back to the Snack Saloon. Now today I've got the Takara Tomy Mugen train, basically like an electric train set. Now I have two of these. I bought another one just so I could have one in box, and then I wanted one to review and put together to see how it works. But yeah, you can see you get some figures with this, obviously Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Rengoku. And you get the train. Let me try and move this over here. There you go. So you get the train. There's obviously the Mugen Train movie poster, Takara Tomy logo. And I'll show you the back, because it has assembly instructions. Looks like it takes a AA battery, just looking at that. On-off switch. But yeah, it looks really interesting, and it also shows you the characters there as well. But this video is probably going to go very in-depth. I'm going to put this thing together, and we'll see just how big it is, because I'm really not certain of the size. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really... I mean, it probably does say, but I don't read Japanese. So, yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I do like the look of the figures, but obviously we'll get them out and take a closer look. But yeah, let's get into this. Okay, so the first thing I've noticed is there is actually no track with this. You just get the train and the figures. So if you are getting this expecting to, put the track together, you're not going to get it with this. They do want you to buy it separately, which is a bit unfortunate, but let's get the figures out. Everything's kind of jigsawed together in this little crate. So here's our figures. They almost look like, I don't want to say Lego minifigures, but they're kind of like Mega Block style, like Playmobil. Let's try and pop them out. Okay, so here's Tanjiro. And do the arms move? Ah, they move like, you can't move the arms separately. They're like joined together, same with the legs. Does the head swivel? Yeah, it does, okay. And we've got Nezuko. Has the hair on the back, obviously. Yeah, a bit disappointed that there's no track with this, I've got to admit. But I grew up with Hornby Railways and that sort of, era in the 90s when that was popular. So I'm not surprised, really. Zenitsu. I did get a Gashapon Tomy, Takara Tomy Mugen train, which I did a video on. And that came with some track, but it definitely wouldn't fit this. It's way too narrow. We have Inosuke. Some minor detailing on the torso. Obviously turns. Head swivel. And then last up we have Rengoku. Obviously not the most detailed figures, but they get the job done. And then we have, obviously, one of the train carriages. Let's get this open. It really is just like the Gashapon in terms of how everything connects together. The Gashapon was just a very small version of it. Cut into this to get it. Okay, so here's the carriage. You can see the silhouettes with the light on. Obviously the wheels move to move down the track. And like I said, there's your, your little connectors. There's the hook. There's the roof as well, which on the Gashapon you had figures that connected to these. Like these would literally, like so. So same thing. So the Gashapon really is just a, a smaller version. And there's no movement on the doors or anything from what I can see, which is fine. Made in Vietnam. Then we have the main section, so let's get into this. This is obviously where the batteries will go for the train. Try and put in. And then we'll get into this and get some batteries in it, because I'm presuming there's no batteries included. Here's the train. So you have this, obviously the coal carriage, coal cart. Again, wheels on the bottom, there's your little connector. And then, yeah, it looks like the batteries go in here. 1959 to 2008, Tomy. I'm guessing this one, yeah. See, it moves there and there. So here's the front of the train. I mean, as a display piece, it looks pretty good. There's your on-off switch. I mean, obviously it's not Hornby level or, Lionel or any of the other Bachmann model train. It is obviously a toy at the end of the day, but it's not too bad. It even has like the weathering on the front. You can see like the paint drip. But yeah, so I guess we'll go and get some batteries thrown in this thing, and we'll, even though we don't have track, I'll just see if it'll go on just regular hardwood floor. So yeah, let's take a look. So I thought this was fairly interesting. So I've taken the screw out here just with a precision screwdriver. And if you look at the battery compartment, the whole underside of the train, if I can get it with one hand, actually lifts out like so. And that's where your AA battery goes in. But I thought that was interesting, just this mechanism. So I'll go ahead and put the battery in and we'll get this thing rolling. Okay, so I've got the batteries in. Now, moment of truth. Flick it on. There we go. So overall, for what this thing is, it's pretty good. Obviously, not having the track come with the train is a bit, of a letdown. I do like the figures, they're unique. Obviously the fact the train, I mean, it's still electrified, you can still use it without the track. And I like the little details on the train itself. And I will probably get some track for this and have it set up somewhere. That's the whole reason I bought two of them, I will be honest. I got one to keep in box, just because I like the way the box looks. And then I got one to use, so I will set one up at some point when I get a bigger space. But I think for what it is decent. Like I said, you get the figures, you get a working train. It looks like a nice display piece. Obviously it is electrified, or battery operated anyway. And yeah, I think it's pretty decent. I got this from eBay, so if you want to track one down yourself, I would try eBay. That's probably where I'm going to get the track from as well. But yeah, I guess at least I can, make my own layout and have things set up how I want it. That's always the cool thing about model railways. But overall, I think it's pretty good. Not really anything bad I could say about it other than the lack of track in the box. So just take that into account if you are planning on buying this. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Until next time, see ya.